Okay, so since we got a relatively warm 10 days last year, 2014, I cut them all down to singles first week of February on a 40-degree day, 40-some degree day. And so we're supposed to see 55 or 60 for the next 3 days, and on into the 40s. See, it ain't but about 45 degrees out here right now, 45 or 46. And look at these things just to getting it. Right against 10 o'clock. I'm gonna cut them all down to singles, unless I got some with clusters so big that they span them both. I probably got some larvae in them now, surely. If not capped broodings. The reason I do that is to get all the winter sugar syrup robbed out of the combs, and that way I can use them for honey, either for me or for them, and it'll be pure. Also, it'll make them condense their brood down in the bottom, and they make more efficient use of the combs that way. That's what I've seen now. Don't know. If I screw them up, you'll have a video log of it. Worked last year, so the way I look at it, if it works, do it. Some people say don't look at them until April. Well, I'm different. As y'all may or may not know, I'm not one of those oh, we must not disturb the bees type people. I've learned more with my nose in a hive than all other sources combined. And so, if nothing else, with your nose in a box, you'll learn what not to do because you killed them, and then you start over. I think they'll be fine. 19th of January 2015. And I'm going to start cutting them down to singles. We'll see what's going on in this one. They ain't been opened up since, what, October? I was going to do this about the first week of February, but they're planning on this. Well, I missed that. This next 10 days is supposed to be pretty tough. Let's see what this crowd's up to. Might be a little mean. I might have to use my suit. And I ain't being sarcastic this time. I mean, they really might tear me a new one. That may be true, sure enough. Just be a fact. See how many bees in this. Not too bad. Too bad for January bees up. Not too bad at all. I'm gonna save y'all the boring details. You can see the cluster. Yeah. I'm going to shake what little's on the bottom of those bottom bars. They're all in the bottom box. That's what's nice about carnies. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Rolling right on along, peoples. That box right there, the cluster spans both boxes from floor to ceiling. So yeah, that's and what's funny, you would think they would be the ones that eat the most. That's the heaviest box in the yard, I reckon. So interesting. That thing is going to be boiling over. Ain't going to be long. Yeah, getting right on with it here. A few more right there to do, and then do the front yard. Just 7-frame cluster. That's a cold flower right there. Pretty good little box of bees for January. And they will literally be boiling out of that thing by, what, mid-February? When they get that first round of brood hatched. I can glance down there and see capped stores, so I'm gonna leave them alone. There'll be robin combs out there, get plenty to eat. That one right there was borderline. I had to shake quite a few out the top box, but that will make them so efficient. That thing will be hot enough. Well, if it snows in February or March, it'll melt the snow off fast as it hits it. It'll be like an oven running right there. We'll have a bit of problem incubating brood. Alrighty, now this one's got 6 frames. Either in both supers or just the top. I put the empties. I believe it's a full empty in each one. Empty's on the north side because the south side's the hot side, you know. So, check that one out here now. Just a little mini update. That one was up in the top box, so I had to remove each frame. I got to see some just about 3-day-old larvae. So where does that go back to? The first trace of that mega bee they found the other day? No, earlier than that. She would have been laying it up before then. A little patch about double fist size. Yeah, so right there to get them on the ground. On the ground and run it. Yeah, so things looking pretty good. So far, so good. Not too bad little box of these here. I'm gonna probably need to go through. No? You look down in there and see some capped stores right there. That'll probably be alright. A little flighty. Yeah, that'll be fine. This little audience eating mega bee here. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing. I believe I'll have a couple bees this year, people. I don't know what I'm going to do with the honey. I reckon I have to dump it in the gully. Can't have giving mess away. Catch y'all laters. Come on. That's right, I got sugar on top of them. I need to get a bucket to dump that in. Just a little handful in the backyard died. Little 5-framer on the end turned out better than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, considering a lot of the forages are tied up over yonder. That double right there's flat got some bees in it though. Good day in the morning. It's probably going to be the stoutest one out here. Can't wait to see what's going on in the front yard. And then the cold flower right there, that box is about full. Just a little bit smaller cluster than the big one up yonder. I just managed to get them in that bottom box, so I'll free up some honey supers. Yep. See, I got the bee suit on. I've not gotten stung one time. None at all in the backyard today. Or today, period. A head butt or two, but we'll smoke will take care of that. Alright. Front yard time. The 2013 Queens cluster. I was telling y'all about laid up the 4 boxes. You can't tell me it ain't genetic. They looked exactly like that first week of February last year. So, yep. Check her out, 2013 model. About eating on some pollen sub. Get these things busted down to the bottom pretty quick so they don't store it in the in the combs I take. Tell y'all one thing, I don't believe I want much more than 100 hives. I got enough hive stand space for 100 boxes, and I don't think I'll ever get any bigger than that. Yeah. What's this, about I don't know, 20 some I've gone through, or will have gone through today. That's good enough. Don't want no more. Forget the out yard stuff. I can't even exhaust this flow here, and can't give honey away as it is. So I'm gonna let the bees have most of it this year. That's my little rant. I'm gonna get back at it. Look at this. I got bees coming out my ears in January. I'm telling you. Look down in there, solid. Double deep. That one down there has got 3 solid frames covered on the top and the bottom, as far as you can see. Trying to get stung upside the head here. Come on. I can't do nothing with that one but keep both of them on there. Oh boy. Got it done, peoples. I'm gonna have more bees. I won't be able to think till about the end of July. Yeah, both of these double deeps are so full I can't. I was gonna break them down and condense them into a single. Can't do it. They're packed. They'll be boiling. I'm talking ready to throw a swarm by the 1st of March, way they look. And I'm going to make 2 long hives. 2 30 frame deep long hives. I'm going to put one right there, and I'm going to put one down there on that end. Plenty of bees right there to populate them, I would say, wouldn't you? Alright. Take that stack of supers back there for them to clean. And we're going to... I guess it's a blessing in a way some of them populations are so big, because that's a lot of sugar I got left over. I fed about 500 pounds too much last fall. I reckon surely they'll have it dried up by 1st of April though. Alrighty, catch y'all later. Might take a clip in the backyard or something. Alright, this is where we're at. We got it whooped. Now tomorrow's going to really be a pretty day. I think it's warmer than they said it was going to get today though. But, yeah, tomorrow what I'm going to do is go through each one of them and remove a frame on the north side. And because right now, well, except for them doubles. Right now I was in such a hurry, you know, to get that one level off each one of them, but remove that one frame so that if they just plumb explode in population, they have somewhere to festoon or start drawing wax or something. So now on the 5 framers I ain't gonna do that, but on these, that north side, the cold side anyway, so the bees ain't gonna want to hang out there anyhow. Ones like that one, it wouldn't surprise me if they don't start spitting wax about the end of February. That sucker's packed. I got how many more like that? A few. That one on the end's pretty good. Alright people, later on. Alright, let's take us a walk around. I think I'm going to find out why people giving honey away at $3 and $4 a pound one of these days. If it ain't this year, it's going to be one of them, I guarantee you. I may be so swamped with it this year that I will literally have to take it off just to get rid of it, get it out the hives. I don't know. Time will tell. See what's happening in the front yard, peoples. On this 19th of January 2015. See, all of this right here is the product of two good queens, what it amounts to. I had 10 weak ones and 3 strong ones coming out of last winter. The 10 weak ones was weaker than the weakest thing in the yard now. And the 3 strong ones were about like the better singles out here. The 3 strong ones were not big enough to fill 2 boxes like some of these are. So this is the product of that. And this is where I've gotten. I had a man up the road give me some swarms, but none of the queens were any count. And I finally got one. I got that one back there I caught in that swarm trap, probably one of his. But her daughter died on me in the winter, so I don't know. But yeah, it ain't no telling what these things are gonna do. I'll have a circus right by middle of May. This box right here is nearly full. It's got a cluster spanning about 6 frames on the bottom, 6 on the top. I don't think it's quite from floor to ceiling, but it's pretty close. This one right here, about the same. Oh boy. You'd think the way this Italian thing lays that she would winter with a bigger cluster, but she don't do it. If I'd have took video of the interior of that box, the cluster size, February of 2014, you'd swarm down it was today. About the same thing. So history does repeat itself. If you can get a good queen that'll live for 2 or 3 seasons. I'm shooting for the drone mamas. If they don't wear me out first. Catch y'all later, people. I think it's been an interesting day myself. Did I mention this strap around the back of my hat took 1 stinger? That's the only inkling. Wait a minute. Let me get that right. It was 1 more that I finished off before she got a chance to kamikaze too. Out of all this activity and going in all of these boxes. Them winter bees are supposed to be mean, you know.